Hi, everyone. It's Sarah Reynolds, CEO of Empower Home. And I wanted to give you a quick market update. I'm going to try to be as quick as I can, but it's super important. It has to do with your home sale. Okay. So please watch it. Okay. I'm going to be quick. But before I dive into this market update, I wanted to say thank you. Thank you so much for partnering with our team family to get your home sold. I tell the team all the time that when someone goes to sell their home, it's like performing open heart surgery on your finances. And you could have chosen to work with another agent, you could have chosen to work with another team, but you chose to work with our team. And I want to say thank you. Thank you for partnering with us to get your home sold. We do not take it lightly, and we are so grateful and truly honored. And we feel confident that we're the best team to get your home sold no matter what's going on in today's market. So, speaking of today's market, we are a couple weeks into the new year. I truly cannot believe it. We're 2 weeks in to 2026. What I typically love about January is that all of the buyers, when they're creating their New Year's resolutions and they want to purchase a home this year, they immediately start taking action, and we start seeing an uptick in market activity right when the market starts in January, right when the month starts. And how I know this is that I've been able to serve thousands of buyers, thousands of sellers now over 2 decades, and our team family has been in the business now over 4 decades. Okay, so we've been able to serve families. We have seen many different markets, and we know what January normally does. Now, I've got bad news and I've got good news. Okay. The bad news is this January is not at all pacing like other Januaries. We are seeing a slowdown. We are seeing a shift in the market. I know this is not what you want to hear, and believe me, it's not what I want to share with you. Okay. And I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't share with you that we are seeing a shift into a heavier buyer's market right now. And we need to take action strategically to ensure that you get your home sold and accomplish your goals. Okay. That's the bad news. Now, in addition to that, and how we know that, and we took literally all weekend, all week, we've been looking at data, we've been looking at showing activity, how many homes go on the market. And what we found is that it's not your home. Okay. It's also not our marketing. We did a deep dive into our marketing to make sure that our marketing engine is working, and it is, okay, at a high level. Okay. And the bad news, right, is that it means that the entire market is seeing a shift. We're seeing less homes go under the market go under contract in the last 2 weeks than what we typically see even from a year ago. Okay. So that's the bad news. The good news is that you've partnered with a team that knows what we're doing. We know how to get homes sold no matter what the market is doing. Okay. And not only do we know how to get homes sold, we know how to get homes sold for the most amount of money the market can bear. And that is what we're committed to do. Okay. So you, our clients, our client family, we need to take immediate action based on what the market is saying. Okay. So there's less buyers, there's less showings, and we need to take action. How we take action and what we know to do during a market shift is we need to lead the market, not follow the market. Okay. Leading the market means that we are the best priced home. We're the lowest priced home with the highest value. We also show the best. Okay. That's what it means. When a market is declining, which is what we're in right now, and we've been in a softer market for quite some time, but it's getting softer. Okay. And what that means is that the sellers that lead the market down, right? So they lead it. They're the best priced home are going to get under contract first. And then those sellers that follow them, okay, will actually get less money. We want all of our clients to be the leaders because we know based on years and years of experience that the sellers that lead will get the most amount of money possible. Okay. Most likely we're in for probably a few years of the shift, and this market, as we get closer to spring, inventory only goes up. So if you are planning on getting on if you're not yet on the market and you're watching this video and you are planning on putting your house on the market in the spring, we highly recommend you don't wait. You actually move it up because you will literally save thousands of dollars by getting your house on the market now, okay? Because there's fewer buyers out there, fewer showings, okay? And those that lead will get their house sold for the most amount of money. Now, you might be watching this and thinking, well, maybe I should wait. And maybe you should, right? But I will tell you that waiting right now most likely will actually cost you thousands of dollars. We know from history that it typically takes about a decade for a market to adjust. So when a market softens, what that means is that buyers are saying that the entire market is too expensive. Okay. So the affordability factor is not there. So the market has to adjust to be more affordable. Typically that happens in 10-year cycles, right? So you start up here, takes a while for the market to come down. We've been in this shift for about a couple years now. Okay, but we're still in it, right? And then it has to go back up. Okay. So my recommendation is to think long term right now, right? We can think short term, which is like how awful this is. And this is not a fun message to share. This is not fun to say that we need to make some adjustments to our strategy, which is the price. Okay. It's not fun. Okay. But we know that those that do get it sold and they actually end up accomplishing their goals, getting to the long-term goal, which is like typically where you're going, right? And the best options is actually to go ahead and get your house sold, even if you have to take a hit, right, on the price right now, but take advantage of it because most likely you're going to a market and or purchasing a home in the same market. And when that happens, okay, you can actually take advantage of this buyer's market and get a great deal on your home purchase. Okay. So our recommendation is not to wait. It's to think long-term. Okay. This is short-term pain to get to your long-term goal. Okay. And we're here right beside you to help you get there. Now, I want to make sure that you understand that your price is a strategy. It's not an agreement of sale. Okay. It's not a contract. It's a strategy. And our strategy right now is to get showings, to get buyers, to create more demand, use price as a strategy to get your home sold. And let's beat out our competition. Let's lead. Okay. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to talk with your agent partner. All of our agents are highly trained and highly skilled on today's market. Okay. And you want to look at your actives. You want to make sure the active competition, and you want to make sure that you're the best value out there. Okay. So talk with your agent partner. Let's get your home priced to sell before inventory goes up even more. And let's get your dream accomplished, your goal accomplished. Okay. Again, I cannot thank you enough for trusting our team through this process. This is not a fun message to share. Believe me, I wish I was doing a different market update. Okay. But I know that the sellers that listen, that take action, a year from now, you're going to call us and say, thank you. Thank you for telling us not what we wanted to hear, but what we needed to hear to help our family reach our goals. And I know that you on the other side of this chapter will actually be able to take advantage of this market during the next chapter. If you do get an offer, okay, in a shifting market, you want to do everything you can to make it work. Okay. And I know, believe me, we believe your home is worth more than buyers do right now too. Okay. And the buyers are the ones that get to decide right now in this market. Okay. It's a buyer's market. So unfortunately, okay, if you get an offer, all of your competition wishes they had an offer. Okay. An offer is a good sign. Okay. And it's a buyer's job to come in low. That's what they do. That's their job. Okay. That doesn't mean that's the price we're going to end at. Okay. But if you do get an offer, I want to urge you, make it work. Okay. Because you have an offer when all of your other competition doesn't. And so do your best to make it work. And then you've got that number in mind to where you're going to go and make sure that you get that value for your next chapter, for the next home. Okay. So let's make it work. Let's keep it together if your home's already under contract, and let's get you to the closing table and have this all behind you. And so that's what I wish for you. Thank you so much for watching this update, and thank you so much for trusting our team to get the job done. And you are not alone. We're in it with you. Let's get it done, and let's close this chapter and on to the next one. Bye.